MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, welcome your defending American League champion, Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Corey Kluber has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Harold, what do you got?
Matt, he's coming off a great outing in my mind. I mean, he pitched into the 9th inning. He got the win for his team. He's a guy that's durable and is able to go deep in games. Hopefully we'll see that again from him today. All right, here's how the Indians line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at Carlos Santana. You talk about a journey to become a big league player. He was a sought-after catcher by most people, thinking this is a top-notch, top prospect catcher. Then he got blocked in the system. They moved him to third. He really struggled. Then they found a spot for him at first base, though, and he's become a pretty good player.
Leading off tonight for the Yankees, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
First pitch of the game, man, the bats were dancing before they got up to the plate. He was ready to hit, wasn't he?
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Onto the home run porch and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. His second home run of the series. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As Kluber's able to get ahead of him here with strike one.
Matt, I can't get past the last at bat. I mean, to drive in a run and get you on the board first, that is huge. Now the rest of the lineup can relax and swing the bat.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Well, now he's 0-2 after that off-balance swing. And sitting on the on-deck circle, there's no way he was thinking about this would be my approach. Let me swing and fall down.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. On to first, and there were two down.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
And now pitch on the way. Greg Bird is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
A wave and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 New York. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
CC Sabathia will do the pitching in hostile territory here in Game 5. Harold, any thoughts?
This guy's a pro, Matt. Been around a long time, really knows how to get himself ready for games and then be able to execute. So if he's able to execute his game plan, I think he'll have a real nice outing. Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Yankees. And I'm looking at Aaron Hicks. Now, yes, he can go get the ball with the best of them. I've watched him make great plays over his head, ranging to the right or the left. But, man, can he throw. And he threw a ball a few years back that was one of the best throws I've ever seen. And that there put him on the map.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
First up, Francisco Lindor.
Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, here he goes again. Here's that guy, leadoff base hit. He's having a nice postseason. He is really locked in right now.
Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A shot down the first baseline. One there, on to first, and that takes care of Kipnis. A double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Trying to get him started again following the double play. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. It's a potentially big 2-out hit as Edwin Encarnacion will get to bat here.
Well, that's a line drive to left field on a ball that was right down the middle. I know it's early in the game, and sometimes hitters will tell you what a pitcher has. If he doesn't start to put that ball in the corner.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Comes set, and the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Judge is on his horse. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for the Tribe. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Starlin Castro. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Starlin Castro.
Jackson arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Aaron Hicks.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ramirez onto the grass, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Jacoby Ellsbury.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Into the windup and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a consistent and fair umpire, Matt. Sometimes he might give a little on the corners, but it doesn't ever seem to impact the game too much.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're up 2-0.
Leading off with a Tribe, first baseman, Carlos.
He's ready. Here's the first
Santana.
offering. High in the air out towards shallow right. Heading after it is Judge. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Batting 6, left fielder.
Settling in now, Austin Jackson. Previous history with Sabathia, 9 base hits in 30 at-bats. He also has 1 home run.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out.
Batting 7, right fielder, Shea Cruz.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Frazier into shallow left. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Baseman, Todd Frazier.
Into the windup and the pitch. This one's down to third. Urdaneta is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The left fielder, number 11.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Gardner. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Hot shot on the ground is short. Lindor is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99. Aaron Judge.
Ready to take his hacks again. Aaron Judge, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Jackson is under it. And the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. but they're on top 2-0. Digging in, Roberto Perez. He'll stand in now against CC Sabathia to get the inning started. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Giovanni Urdaneta.
Stepping into the box, Giovanni Urdaneta. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gardner going back on it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Digging in to
Lindor.
try it again, Francisco Lindor. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the first pitch from CC. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Out of play.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The pitch. This is line to left. Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. His guys lead it 2-0. Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Ramirez is there. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Ready for another chance. Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is fouled at the plate. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Fool him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he can't.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Kipnis comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jason Kipnis.
Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 0-2. Really bunched him up there, but he'll stay alive as he fights this one foul. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Up next for Cleveland, second baseman.
Striding in once again, Jose Ramirez. A base hit in his first trip. Now the first pitch from CC. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it's a foul ball. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Edwin Encarnacion now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball right into the shift. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Starlin Castro. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Castro.
Now the pitch. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Now here it comes. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Perez corrals it, and the throw is in time. Castro is retired, and there's 1 away.
The center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kipnis on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
At the plate, Jacoby Ellsbury. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fouled back.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Leading off with a Tribe, first baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
And a rather easy first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Austin.
Stepping up now, Austin Jackson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Matt, that's a big base hit. I want to see now, can he get guys out from the stretch? He retired a lot of guys in a row out of that windup. Now he's in the stretch. Let's see if they can get to him out of the stretch.
Jay Bruce is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way. As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Jay Bruce becomes the second out in the bottom of the 5th. Roberto Perez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. This one's flared out toward left. Gardner moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping in, Todd Frazier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
And this is fouled straight back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Brett Gardner is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 99.
Aaron Judge will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now here's the pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, that was 2 quick outs right there, getting those guys in front of him, but now the 2-hitter comes to the plate. Right here, you look to either get on base any way you can, hit a gapper, anything, because you want those big boys coming up next.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Full count, 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they're on top 2-0. Ready for another chance? Giovanni Urdaneta. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Baseman, Giovanni Urdaneta.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Francisco Lindor is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. CC ready with the 2-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now. 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Jason Kipnis is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more from Sabathia. Hit sharply toward the right side. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit.
Looked like he was sitting on the hard stuff right there. Stayed right on it. Stayed with it. Hard line drive. Great game plan.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Here's Didi Gregorius. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch outside, the throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Hey, this catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Here it comes, 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now, or will he continue to stay away?
Ready with the 2-0. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Set, and the 2-1 pitch, and he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Working for the punch out and the offering, and again he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
The 2-2 one more time. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Joe Smith comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 38.
Greg Bird will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Called strike at the knees. 1-1.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. One and two. Here it comes.
A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit.
He'll get it into second. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
Second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Falling for it, Kipnis. And that's the 3rd out. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Stretch time here at Progressive Field. The Yankees lead it 3-0. Digging in to try it again. Edwin Encarnacion. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here comes another 0-2. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Carlos Santana comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
Throw on to first is in time, and Sabathia's got himself 2 quick outs.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in once again, Austin Jackson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. This is line to left, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 3-0. Tyler Olson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 49.
Aaron Hicks will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And this is fouled back and out of play. This is skied into short left center. Kipnis is in pursuit, makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Striding in once again, Jacoby Ellsbury. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Chopped foul wide of first. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. And now a pitch on the way. Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like you did right here. Nice job.
Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. And Ellsbury's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second. certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another 1-2 delivery. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Then a pickoff throw to third, and he'll dive back in. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Urdaneta scoops it up, so they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Something you don't see all that often anymore, as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. Here's Brett Gardner now. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Another one sent foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Another 0-2 home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead it 4-0. Tommy Kingley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48, Tommy
Seared down the first baseline, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 55.
Striding into the box, Roberto Perez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Dylan Betances answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Ready for another shot now. Giovanni Urdaneta. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Brian Shaw enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Aaron Judge is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Way out in front. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
The batter.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 4-0. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Aroldis Chapman. Leading off the bottom of the 9th inning for the Indians, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Hey, every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Jason Kipnis stands in as he looks at a called strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. So coming to the plate, Jose Ramirez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The victory here would go to CC Sabathia if the lead holds up. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. And the Yankees have cleared their first hurdle. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series Well done.
And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. CC Sabathia. Strike oppose. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave him 7 strong innings and sets things up perfectly for the bullpen to seal the deal. Very good job out there.
For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the AL Division Series.